Hi, we're Roy and Karen. Thank you for joining us today. Or if you're new here, welcome.
In our last video, we had just arrived at Shenandoah Valley National Park, and it's time to go explore. Good morning.
Good morning.
No generators allowed in the campground until 8 o'clock.
So we've been hanging out here for a little while.
So we decided to come to the trailhead for the Dark Hollow Falls hike, which is going to be miserable. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But we got here at right around 7 so we could turn the generator on and have some coffee.
I need coffee to get moving.
And it's right about 9 o'clock now, and we're ready to go out there and conquer this hike. It's very short, like less than a mile and a half round trip.
440-foot elevation gain.
Right, and I think it's all going to be at the end. Okay.
We made it.
Well, we didn't make it. Now we have to make it back up to the top.
What's that? Someone will come get us.
We need to send for a helicopter, except we have no phone signal. Oh, it's going to be a long hike.
Oh, well.
Okay, well, that didn't kill me. I made an executive decision that on our second day, let's take an easier hike.
Yeah.
Good morning, my honey.
Good morning.
It's not, is it?
It's not morning today.
I'm still a little under the weather.
Yeah, we had to rest up this morning.
I did not get a good sleep last night. I'm having to drink whiskey to numb my throat and help me to pass out. And then Yukon decided it's a perfect time to go poop at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Is that when it was?
I got to go out there and take him. Not a good day. So we kind of chilled in the RV all morning. It's now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Don't have the place to ourselves anymore.
But that's okay.
We were blessed with the perfect parking place, so what can we say?
That's where we are, right there. But here's the difference between this trail, which is the Bear Fence Trail. It's a very short one, maybe less than a mile and a half. 300 feet of elevation gain. Yesterday we did one that was again around a mile and a half, 440 feet of elevation gain, but all on the way back. This one, the 330 feet of elevation gain, is all on the way up. You ready?
Oh yeah, Bear Fence Trail, here we come.
Oh, we're going this way. Yay. Okay, this means that we're on the Appalachian Trail now.
Oh, cool.
We did it.
We finished it. And you know, as we're coming down here and I'm looking at our RV over there, I'm always amazed at how we can make that RV fit into a parking spot just about anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
After a long hike, I love coming back to a national park campground because generally speaking, it's nice and quiet. You don't get the party animals that you'll get at
state or county parks, city
Yeah.
parks, and then they're there to drink beer and whatever, man.
And this place was really nice. Now, we spent only 3 days in this national park, but during those 3 days, up until the moment we were driving out in the morning, we didn't see hardly any wildlife. On the way out, we saw some deer.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much the extent of it. Maybe it was a time of year.
Maybe they were all hibernating. I don't know.
I don't know. And even though we're going to be home in 2 days, we still have places to hit. It is still morning.
Barely.
We made it to New River Gorge
Here we
National Park.
Here we are. Last national park of the trip.
So far, even with the government shutdown, we've been very, very lucky. Visitor centers are open, campgrounds are open. We're having a wonderful time.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. I'm hoping we're going to find out. There's a ranger in there to help us figure out what to do today.
Yes.
Let's go. What a beautiful place. I bet in the spring, with this wisteria growing on here.
No, it's not wisteria.
It's
No?
not wisteria, what is it?
It's trumpet vine.
Okay.
Wisteria's not
Well, we're-
native, and this is a
we're-
native flower garden.
Okay, well, we're glad you're here to straighten us out.
You're welcome.
I've been wrong before. I'm sure I'll be wrong again.
That same for me. Hello.
I gotta tell you, so far you could never tell the government's been shut down. Everywhere we go, there's somebody there to help us.
Well, the state's funding our visitor center.
Nice. We just came from Shenandoah Valley.
Ah, I used to spend a lot of my summers in Shenandoah National Park.
So, what should we do with 5-6 hours? That's all we pretty much have.
Okay, I can help you out with that. So this is our general park map. That kind of can be
Perfect.
your souvenir from all of your traveling
Right.
you've done. This is a general driving map of the park. Said you have about 6 hours. I can definitely find you some
until
time.
we go back to one of the campgrounds and hang out.
Okay, I will find you some things to do.
We're here.
Yes, we're right here. First thing I'd suggest going to is Sandstone Falls.
Okay.
Sandstone Falls is the largest waterfall on the New River. It's about 1,500 feet wide.
Great.
On your way back from the falls, I suggest going to Grandview. Grandview is the highest point in the park, and also where you get a view of the Horseshoe Bend and the Gorge. One of the definitely most scenic spots in this park.
We have joked with people that we meet on the road, and I'll have the camera out, and I'll say, "Hey, we're recording you because we're old, and we're gonna forget things," even though it's really not true. Well, this ranger told us about this hike to a waterfall that we did not know about, and we forgot, even though we have them on video. But we took a drive over to see the gorge, and we took the boys for a walk, and we got to the overlook, and you could see the bridge. Mm-hmm. And I thought we would see the bridge and the gorge.
Nope. Gorge is way down there somewhere.
So I said, okay, let's go take a drive over to the other side, and let's see if we could see the bridge and the gorge. Well, when we got there, well, first of all, we did get to see the gorge while we were driving over the bridge.
Well, I did. He was driving.
This is video that Karen took. But when we got to where we could see the gorge, we could no longer see the bridge. We never got to see the bridge going over the gorge.
Maybe we should have taken that tour that would let you walk across the bottom of the bridge and look down in the gorge.
Well, that's what you get when you only stay for one day.
Yeah. And you are there right before the New River Gorge Festival or whatever the heck was called, the bridge walk there.
I don't know if you could hear my eyes rolling to the back of my head, but we did not know that this was the day before they were going to close this bridge to all automobile traffic. And so the campground that we were going to stay at in the national park would have put us so far away from where we to get out of the park the next day, we just decided that just wasn't going to work. Because we got to get moving before they shut the bridge down.
You don't get trapped on the other side and have to go around somehow.
And we have plans for tomorrow. So we get out our RV trip wizard and we just start looking for what campgrounds are in the right direction and out of the park and so on and so forth. And we found this little place, what's it called?
Little Beaver State Park, right on our route.
Yeah, and it looked nice, got great reviews, and you can't book it online. So I remember that we had really bad cell signal, so we kept trying but we're driving towards the place. And we finally get them on the phone, and I just don't remember exactly what happened, but she wasn't taking our reservation on the phone. You got to get here. Well, we're only 2 minutes away. I said, you gotta hold that spot.
There was only one left.
You gotta hold it for me. I'm gonna be there.
Hello?
Told you.
One of these guys.
Told you. Just 2 minutes.
Okay. Let's get this done.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like we somebody must have just canceled because we have been booked because of Bridge Day. Is that what y'all are doing?
No.
No, y'all don't.
No, we just were unlucky.
Okay. Well, tomorrow's Bridge Day, and
We're getting out of here in the morning. Good morning. This is probably my second week of being sick on the road. If I were home, I would have already gone to the doctor, maybe got myself some antibiotics or something. It's so miserable at night. The minute I start lying down, I'm coughing. And I can't get to sleep. I'm not getting much, maybe 3 hours a night, maybe, and just miserable the whole time. Oh, we're in a beautiful place. We were gonna go stay at the National Park campground at New River Gorge called Army Camp, but it was about an hour. Even though it's like 15 miles, it was going to be about an hour drive, which meant it was going to be an hour drive getting out of there back to the freeway, which meant it was going to make for a long day to our next stop. And because of some event, the scheduling, unimportant stuff that is taking place at our following, not our next stop, but the stop after. We were going to stop at a Harvest Host near Charleston. We just decided, let's go home. We're so close. Even though we're in West Virginia, you look at the map, we're close to home. So I'll show you this place that we're in because it's really beautiful. The sun's just starting to come up. It's right in front of me. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see it in a minute. But we're on our way. Well, let me just say this. You know how much we hate going to tourist traps. You know we have not enjoyed going to Wall Drug, just as an example, and Deadwood. Well, we're going to go to south of the border. And if you don't know what it is, we're going to show you. And we're going to be stopping at Camp Pedro tonight. The following day, we were going to go to Charleston and stay at that Harvest Host. But we're going to put that off for another visit, another time. That's so close to home. We can do that anytime. If I wasn't sick, I wouldn't worry about it, but I'm just so done with this. I don't have a fever. I don't have a flu. I just need to get whatever's in my throat out. So let me show you where we're at, and I'm going to hit the road. The other thing I don't think we've ever shown you is, well, okay, so Colt is a Husky Beagle. And would you say he's Husky dominant?
Yeah, I would say.
Meaning he sheds 365 days a year. I think the only time we've owned him and he stopped shedding was when we were up in Glacier.
Yeah, we quickly went from a warm client to a cold client, and I think he went into protect mode.
But no matter how much you vacuum, no matter how much you clean up, you really don't get all of his hair out of the RV. So every once in a while, we
roll out Plan B.
and all the dust bunnies come from every nook and cranny and they just go flying out the window.
I thought the place was pretty clean, but surprise! Clouds and clouds go billowing away.
I don't think we've ever shown them that.
Nope. We discovered it accidentally one day, and then it just became a thing. It's time to let it out.
Well, keep in mind that we've got one more day on this trip, and then we're going to be home. It's time to clean the RV out. Get ready. So like I said, we only have one more night, and then we're going to be home. And it's just a stopover because we can't get all the way from New River Gorge in West Virginia
to the villages.
All the way back down
much
to Florida.
longer than we typically want to drive in a day.
So I just need one stopover. And I've been to this place when I was a kid, and it's called South of the Border. And why is it called South of the Border, honey?
Oh, they're making you think it's because it's south of the U.S. border with all the things that they have and the decor and the whole staging. But the reality is it's just south of the North Carolina border with South Carolina.
And we're staying at Pedro's campground.
Hello, how are you?
I am just living the dream.
All right now.
I actually have reservations.
All right.
Honey, Pedro's is not a bad place to be.
No, I figured it might be kind of hokey, but it's
So
very
far,
nice.
it's nice. I was expecting a parking lot. Now, I would not say that it's fancy, but it's definitely not a parking lot. We've
No.
been to some places that are.
There's good space between the sites. It's
And we got a nice shade tree.
easy on, easy off.
Yeah.
It's good.
We're gonna go check out Pedro's and see if,
We can say hi.
well, I don't know about that, but we've been to and we've talked about wall drugs. We've talked about Deadwood and other places
Hokey places.
hokey places that are tourist traps. I've been here before. I was here, I think, when I was 9, 10, or 11 years old, something like that.
Who can remember after 50 plus years, huh?
Well, it made an impression on me because I had never really thought about Mexico being south of the border. And then when we pulled up to south of the border and everything is kind of Mexican, it was like, it was just, when you grow up in New York, you just don't think about Mexico.
Yeah.
When you grow up in California, you think about Mexico.
I think about albóndigas and I think about
Yeah.
chile rellenos
And they have a Mexican restaurant here. We're gonna go check it out. We're gonna smell it. We'll know if it's good Mexican food or not. So here we go. We're gonna take a walk. We'll take you with us. Security is big here. And let's see how we get this thing to work. Push to exit. Okay, so we'll just need to use this card to get back in. It says, honey, you gotta go in to see the great white shark.
I guess
But
that's the blue whale.
Is that a whale or is that a... Oh, it's a whale. I wanna go see the great white shark.
Okie dokie.
We're here.
Might as well.
Oh, that's there. All right. Oh, that's over there. I'm going into the gift shop. This is the original first building that they had. That's a good look, don't you think?
Sure, that will keep the sun off your face for sure.
This is a great hiking hat. And only $18.99. Man, I should get one. I'm gonna be sorry tomorrow. You know how you can tell that you're getting close to Florida? Flamingos. And gators. You tired? Okay. It's been a long day driving.
Yeah, because it's not, I mean, it's not just a little cafe
No.
next to, or diner next to the campground. They have multiple restaurants and multiple
both-
stores and
and multiple sides of the
highway.
yeah.
Not just a little driveway.
I don't know why I'm always insisting we go to tourist traps, because I just want to get out. The campground was nice though, so let's just go back to the campground and chill. The following day, we're back in the villages. We get welcomed by this beautiful rainbow and this vibrant golden sunset. It was just amazing.
What a welcome.
And no matter how much we enjoy our trips, and I mean, you've watched all these episodes of us doing this UP trip. I mean, what a fantastic time we had. We still love coming back to the villages. This is our home.
Yeah, we don't dread, oh, we got to go back. It's
No.
exciting every time we pull in.
It's funny because we can't wait to leave, and then we can't wait to come back. and we're gearing up for another trip, and we can't wait to go. But I guarantee that last week of the next trip, we just won't be able to control ourselves. We want to be back home.
Yeah.
So at this point, we have been on 2 epic journeys. We've done our 2-month
Bucket list.
bucket list trip, and then this month and a half Upper Peninsula Michigan trip. So here's the map, our scratch off map, and if you look at that, you'll notice We have been to 48 of the 50 states. We haven't seen Hawaii,
Nope.
and I'm not sure we will see Hawaii till after we sell this RV. But we also haven't been to Oklahoma, and I'm not quite sure how we managed to go everywhere around it,
Yeah.
but right in the middle of the country, we haven't been there. But on our next trip this year, we're checking off Oklahoma. And then how many national parks have we hit? We've hit 34 of the 63 national parks. But also, like we're hitting Oklahoma, we're going to hit 10 more national parks so far planned for 2026. So that'll put us at 44 of the 63.
We're revisiting some we've already been to, but 10 new ones that we haven't seen yet. We'll hit this time too.
Now, we had just got back in the villages just in time to celebrate your birthday week,
With my sister.
who flew out from California to celebrate. The two girls are going to have their birthdays together.
She and my brother-in-law, and we got to spend a week together before we go off on our next RV adventure.
Which is to the Florida Keys again. And I'm going to link to that video right here. In the meantime,
We appreciate you traveling with us. And please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe.
see ya.